Which doesn't get the sun until late in the afternoon. So
I'm sat in the front where the sun beams down into my room onto my computer setup, so I'm just like boiling hot all the time.
Oh god!
Welcome back, everyone, to a D&D game. We are now on our 20th session and episode 2. Woo! Yeah, quite.
We're now in 2020. I don't know. We were in this
2020 on our 20th session.
Yeah. But I think we played like a month ago or so.
Yeah, something like that.
3 weeks or something.
Anyway, welcome back. So, when we last left off, who can remember?
I do, but I'm just here to sit back and relax, so...
Yeah.
But you can remind everyone, that's fine.
I don't remember, that's the problem. Oh, God. That's a terrible Half-Life joke there.
Essentially, you all went into the woods, found a weird-ass hermit.
Oh, we're going to see the druids.
He spoke to...
all of you.
Everyone, and was telling you about Abador's mother, who is still alive. And then Andy threatened to kill Abador's mother.
Or kidnap her, or hostage situation, more or less.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Andy, what are you doing?
He also looked into a lot of our souls and spoke about them.
That's just invasive.
Yes, but I'm just saying, I think that's, if I remember correctly, that's what happened. But I could be wrong. I think he did do that, didn't he? He looked into, well, almost everyone's souls. He didn't do absolutely everyone.
I think he did.
No, he didn't. Oh, I'd like to point out at this point, because you asked me to do it, I have the Ring of Luck.
Yes, good.
I also want that. We need to go to a shopping street.
Just thought I mentioned, because...
Yeah, it's very good that you do, because I keep forgetting it all the time.
Yeah. Lucky boy here.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think Andy also has it. Fucking...
No, I don't think he does.
I don't have a Ring of Luck.
No.
Oh. What you do?
It was a ring of protection. I let him borrow it for a while until I got an cloak of elven kind. Then we swapped it back because he got it. Oh, you have your own now, don't you?
Yep.
So, yeah, you're still right in front of the hermit, the druid, really, at this little sanctuary in this Whispering Woods, which does not exactly look like the place you're in right now. It's like this certain place in the forest is very blooming with greenery, if that's even a word. So yes, he just delivered all the information, and then we ended the session, really. Before that, you guys were in town and spoke to the Boy King and all that, but that's all over, I think.
Yes, we did that. Yeah, we need to report back to the first the Dragon Newt Kingdom. Thrain, yeah, thank you.
Yes, you do.
But we've currently stopped off at the Druids to, well, find out what this plant...
Yeah.
This
You
plant
can
that
have
I
a look at the
picked...
map
Yeah.
for a sec if you want.
I think it was... Yeah. That's why I marked it with an X, so we went back there. There we go. Now the question is, what do we want to go and do now? Oh, whoops. We're still, hang on, we're still with the druids at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, you're still at that place, yes.
Right. Okay,
We know about Abador's mother now.
yes, but we don't know his location. We don't know the location, do we?
Yeah, we do.
We do? Oh, okay.
Or we know at least she used to live in Yerlag.
Right.
Are we going to visit that place?
Do we know her name, though? And
Yes, we do.
where roughly
In
is...
Callaway.
Where roughly is Urlag?
I think it was somewhere over here. Alright. Oh, found it.
We would just
Here.
walk up to his mother.
Ah, right, there it is. Okay, so if we mark that off with... I'll just draw a... what was it?
Wait,
Alt,
holy shit,
alt
how
for a
long would
circle.
that
There we
take?
go. Oh, hang on. Whoops. Brilliant. Oops. Oh,
How
hang
long
on.
would that take to get there? Hello?
If we
That
follow...
depends on the route you take.
Well, we've got a horse and carriage. That's the good thing. We're all riding in me horse and carriage.
We're going to walk there with a straight line. We're like beelining.
No, we'll probably have to. So if we say we get out to the woods and we'll start from here and we take... I don't know if we can go there, those roads. We'll see.
So you're not gonna report to the king.
We will. We'll just... Or at least I'll recommend we will, but I haven't said that yet.
I think we should.
Yeah. It'll be a quicker journey. Oh my god, this journey's going to take for ages.
Yeah, you're journeying across the entire continent of Corvair.
Someone who has the ability to go through woods with the same proficiency.
Me.
You.
Right. The problem is I don't think we'll be able to take the cart through the woods, realistically.
Oh, no.
No.
Probably not.
Okay, right. We'll think about it later then. For now... Okay, so we've spoken to them. Alright, lads. I think it's probably best we go back to Flamekeep and report on our findings.
Then we should make our way straight away to Yerland?
No. Who remembers what the Lilac Druidic flat does? I can't remember if it was the same one I picked up from Abador.
No one has actually explained it,
Okay.
but you think you understood last session because you all heard these voices coming from just flowers and the like
Did
this
we
one.
only hear the
Yeah,
voices?
we heard Zoltan and
I mean,
Silas
I didn't hear
brother.
Zoltan. You heard.
Only you heard Zoltan.
I know, but I was just like,
Yeah. What you asked something, Andy?
Did we only hear them?
like we heard
Yeah.
our own
I mean,
memories.
you didn't see them, the persons or anything. You only heard them.
Okay.
Like you didn't see them with your eyes, but you might have remembered them upon hearing them. But it's nothing. There were no illusions or anything. So you have a good idea that this flower that Abador had did some sort of same trick it did on you guys.
Okay.
And I do remember that the druid told you that hold on. He explained that the mother of waters of the water showed him. So he more or less explained that he or the goddess did that to Abador, but they never really specified how. But you're pretty sure that it's through the nature.
Okay.
So off to Flamekeep, or
Yeah, I think we'll travel to Flamekeep. If everyone's prepared.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds good.
everyone done with the sanctuary in Whisperwoods?
Yep.
Okay. What you gonna do, guys? You gonna head out which way? What was that? How did you have that prepared?
I just heard Alex like saying, "Okay."
That was way too fast, Moose.
Bam.
No, I actually have like all these fucking tabs open. Google.
He just
Yeah.
has a bind for it.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, well, which way are you going on the map?
So we're currently over here in Whisper Woods. So, probably either path really could work if we go down here or we go down here.
Make a decision.
Okay, alright, lads. We can either go down this route, which will go to Flame Keep, which takes. What was it? How many feet was it per day? Was it 10 for a day, or was it.
For
I
a
think it takes
day.
half the feet in hours.
Half the feet in hours, right, okay. So that'll take 5 hours. And then this way, yeah, okay, we're going this way. We're gonna go this way. There's no need to.
I would. It would hard. It would be hard to imagine like a less shorter way.
So you obviously didn't bring your horse and cart into the woods here.
No, that's
You
true.
didn't?
No.
They're at the edge, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll return and then roughly to where it was, and then we'll.
Yeah. And the walking is normal, so it's gonna take 2.5 ish.
All right, and then
let's say
then it will,
3.
yeah, then it will take. So about 8 hours then.
5. Yeah. 8 hours, I would say.
Cool. So if I do this right, it will be. Should be 1700 by the time we finish. There we go. So by the time we reach Flame Keep, it is now 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah. So, you guys gonna skip ahead to Flamekeep?
Probably.
Probably.
That's what to do.
Yeah. Very well. Let's see. After a long while of traveling, you and having eaten on the way and all, it's a day's travel about, and eventually you see the familiar face of, or well, the familiar sight, I should say, of Flamekeep.
Yeah. Let me mark that ration off.
And we have this thing. There's been rough weather on the way on the roads in on there and Thrain, so it's been a lot of sand blowing. Yeah, the sun is setting kind of just like the picture, although the light would be further down. And let's see. When was the last time you guys slept and all?
Question.
I was probably in the morning. Yeah, we've slept every time so far. So.
Oh yeah, you slept by the morning.
Yeah.
Sometime.
So and it's only 5 o'clock right now. So.
Right.
So
Okay.
this will be around about time when the sun is starting to set. So yeah, this is quite it's quite an accurate depiction.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, the city looks like normal, and when you get to the gates, the guards, they recognize you even. So it must be some that know about you guys a little more frequently than others. And they let you in. So it's very calm in the city. Usually there's a lot of a lot of talking going on in the streets, and people rushing back and forth on the lanes, on the roads. But every once in a while, there's this general calm that is just around the city. And do you guys go generally straight for the castle?
Do we?
Yeah. I don't see any other reason. We don't
Nowhere
need.
else to go.
We don't. Yeah, we don't really need to stop for anything else. So yeah, we'll go straight to the castle. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you head to the castle, and after being let in and all that, of course, the the royal guards, if I should say, outside the gate, they open the gate, and the servant to Volthar the king greets you. Welcome back, favorite
Hi.
company. The king has been expecting your return.
Good. We'll meet with him at once.
Very well. This way. And he leads you along the red carpet. And eventually, at the very end of the hallway, there's a door which leads into the courtroom, or the audience chamber, if you will. And he lets you in, follows you in, and takes his place by the side of the king, who is sitting on the throne. There's, of course, usually some people around in the courtroom, so there's more people as well. But only really the advisor or servant is the closest, who stands neatly on the kind of on the side, a little bit behind of the left shoulder of the king, next to the throne.
Right.
So he looks to you and with interested eyes. Ah, the Greywood Company returns. What news have you?
I said, greeting, my liege. We have returned from the neighbouring kingdom to not only find that Abador has been there and been around, but he's been to many other places. I proceed to tell him what happened to us and with Abador when bumping into him when he was talking to the king, as well as proceeding to tell him about the fight we had, the fact we killed him, but he came back. We had to fight him once more. There was also, so when he came back, we fought him once more within Orthoront. It was Orthoront, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Orthoront. And eventually we made our way to the druids in the woods. We found out that Abador's mother is actually still alive. So therefore but it's all the way over in Toronto? Sorry, was the...
Earlag.
Yeah, Earlag.
That is
Oh, and
quite
we had a
powerful
Sorry, yeah, we had a
information.
casualty too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Wow, did you say it like that as well?
No, sorry, no. I mean, and then at the end, but sadly, this was all not all without a cost. One of our dear companions lost his life.
I see. That is most unfortunate. Now, like I said, that is quite a handful of information. I assume everything went smooth in on there in the kingdom. I hear the boy king can be quite determined on its own destiny and ways. How did things fare with him?
Despite his age, we still managed to complete our objective. We successfully we successfully completed a request that he had, which was to visit Orthrond, as well as report. What were we there for? Oh yes, talk about forming a union. He seems very adamant about Abador as a threat now, whereas originally when he was talking to him, he had no idea. We have not managed to talk him into joining up yet. However, I believe his mind is swaying towards joining, and starting discussion with him may prove quite profitable.
The king nods as you say this. I see. Good progress then. Perhaps we should speak alone, him and I. Very well. What did you learn from your travels in the woods of the Druids and in Orthrond?
We came across many a flower that caused us to hear many things. I have such a flower here with me, and I pull it out of my bag and present it. This one, however, was attached to Abador.
To Abador?
Yes, we had not picked one out of the druidic forest. However, this one was on Abador when we first defeated him.
I see. So he has been defeated. What?
As I stated before, he has come back even more powerful every time we defeat him. He seems to have the ability to reincarnate or regenerate somehow.
I see. This starts to sound more and more like the old days of the Great War, I'm afraid.
The one perplexing thing is that he is of mother born.
Where was he from, did you say?
I'll say the exact same place that I can't.
Irlag.
Yeah, I need to remember that.
I think the king he whispers to his advisor, and the advisor goes away for a moment. Eventually he comes back with the map, which they try to find where Irlag is.
They spend 30 minutes.
Sure. No, they don't. They spend about 2 minutes. I see now. It would appear that Irlag is close to the border of, well, the previous former Dark Empire.
Yes.
Perhaps these are reasonings that are connected to why things are as they are. And now there is no doubt that this is related to the Great War. And as such, I know where you must go from here on. We have, as you know, Zilla, our sacred island that we so dearly protect. And you shall be one of the first, but not the only ones, that I shall have the honor of going there. You will find out why soon enough. I have prepared you an escort. And he waves to you, Evan.
No, I just walk up to them and just,
Him?
yeah.
But he's not a dragonborn. Racism ensues.
Yeah. Now, I'm sure you are concerned for why this Evan here is escorting you, but I believe he has something to say of his own. But perhaps you can discuss such things on the way. Here is the scroll of permission. And the king kind of just hands Evan the scroll.
I take it as I bow my head.
Go to the temple in the heart of the island, and hopefully you will find some answers to what we must do next. I can only say that greater wisdom awaits you. And he seems finished with talking.
Me- I would have a personal question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have a bad case of amnesia, so later on, like thanks to my friend right there, like I had some flashbacks. And I found out that I used to live in a royal family
Mm-hmm.
called the Mescalins. And I wondered if you are able to send a message to them, because I can't, to that I'm still alive.
I'm afraid I am not accustomed to any mass Colin. They must
Oh.
be of. Well, I don't really know. They're not from any kingdom I heard of Corvair.
Yeah, they are in a different continent.
Mm-hmm. Well, if we are successful in our endeavors against this new coming threat, perhaps I shall consider your personal request.
Ah, thank you. She like walks backwards, like to back to her original position.
He nods. Now, is there anything else?
Ooh. I think other than our rewards, let's think. Okay, hang on. Everyone go through their stuff quickly, just in case there might be something that we've have. I quickly just searched through my items just to make sure I've gone over everything, and I suddenly come across the Scorn follower robe that I have, and I pull it out of my bag and say, I apologize for my forgetfulness, but there are worshippers of Scorn found within the kingdom of our neighboring kingdom in their local village. I reported this to the Child King as well, but it seems that there are people worshipping Scorn himself.
Forgive me, I am not accustomed to this Scorn, whoever or whatever deity it is.
Us as well. However, we do know that Abador is trying to revive him.
I see. Then all the more reason for your journey to Thronehold to be very hasteful.
Apart from that, thank you, my lord.
May I inspect the robes?
I hand him the Scorn follower robe.
Right.
Yeah.
The bloody one?
You said they lingered in a local town.
Yes, in a church.
In a church.
Is this not on there?
It was on there, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's not very local.
To them, to the neighboring kingdom. Sorry, yeah, I should have specified that better.
It would strike me as highly concerning if this was indeed their primary religion. But I have a hard time thinking this is the case for the majority. But I shall keep my eyes and ears steady for such rumors to be true after all. We will see if we can find anything similar amongst our kind here in Flamekeep and around. We will be looking for people with such robes. Thank you.
Continue on without me. I've got an emergency. Sorry.
Gotcha. Well, he's just about done anyway, really. Maybe you, Scylla, should take over.
Okay. So when are we heading out to the island?
You could immediately, depending on Evan and the rest of the party.
If we check out if we can gear up here first for some health potions and so on.
You're asking the king for that.
I'm asking the boys.
The boys. What do the boys say?
I'm going to buy a horse.
I guess we're stocking up on supplies, and everyone, go get what you need. We're meeting at the gate.
Okay. Who starts? Like, are we going to do this with the initiative rolls?
Yeah, roll initiative.
Huh.
Huh?
Okay, I guess we compete, Andy.
I have a higher dexterity than you, though. Eh? Oh wait, no. What's your dexterity?
+4.
No, the number itself.
Nice.
0.16.
18.
Yep.
Moose.
That's the tiebreaker.
Mine is 0.18. What about you, Moose?
Holy shit, that's a VSB.
I think Moose just got attacked by a bee.
Yeah, he did.
So it'll be Andy, then me, then Moose.
Then the B.
Yeah.
And then Prada, and then Artoria.
I need Moose to tell me what his tiebreaker score is, because if we have the same one, we have to reroll.
Well, Moose is currently indisposed.
Yeah, he's not
He's
Yeah,
dealing
okay.
with the B.
Yeah, so
that's
Scylla.
why I said you go first.
Alright.
First of all, I'm gonna look for a magic shop and see if they have a ring of spell storing.
Hello?
Did you get killed by a
What
bee?
rarity is it? This ring?
Rare.
Rare. Okay. Let me see.
Still angry at Ed for finding a potion of supreme healing.
Huh?
Hate that guy. So that's sorry, it's something else.
Essentially, in our campaign, Ed found a potion of supreme healing
Yeah.
with a few caveats.
Like,
Robbing
you
people
did
that fled the
mention-
city.
It
Did
What
don't,
men-
morals do we have?
it don't look right.
You did mention like was something weird going on
Before
with
it's a
the
deck of many
Supreme
things.
Heal potion.
And he pulls off a cork
So-
and it's pulling a card.
So
you know?
could you link the same site for the prices and all that? Because no matter how much I search, I can't find the one you found.
Isn't it 500 to 5,000 for rare?
Yeah, it is. That's the
Still,
one.
I would like that
Yeah.
link for reference.
I think it's pinned in.
Is it
yes,
really?
It's pinned.
Yeah,
in
it should be pinned.
In which stat?
regular D&D.
Regular D&D. Because
Yeah, right at the top.
oh, what? I didn't look there. What the hell?
It's been pinned for a long time.
Yeah, I remember pinning it because I kept on losing it as well.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Nice. You said it was rare. Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it? What item? Ring of
Ring of spell
storing.
storing.
spell storing.
Where do you get the idea for these items?
No life.
Oh, yeah, they're all They're all actual items.
Why didn't
Oh,
you set no
fucking
life
fine,
off him and no
but
gain
I
no
don't.
life for a second? And that's
They
worries me
had
more.
kind of
It's just looking through all the magic items in the game and then making a list of which ones are interesting.
Okay.
The list in my
Yeah, I have at least 3 on each of my characters that I'm like, okay, if I can get this, I'll get this.
For
So
example,
what's going on?
one of the most insane items, and it's a common item, is a parry up the wound closure. You will never have to
Oh,
do a
yeah.
death saving throw.
Yeah, as soon as you go to 0, it
You're
stabilizes you.
stabilized. You're just there. So unless it's a TPK, you're probably gonna survive every encounter. Unless the party leaves you behind.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
that-
what
And the enemy can still go and execute you on the spot.
Yeah, they could, but if you're ranged, it's difficult.
Yeah, ranged. Yeah. Nature tries to kill you.
Suddenly, a meteorite hits you.
Lightning strikes the body of the dead ranger.
Multiple
the,
times.
The roots of a tree tries to choke you. It just grows into your neck and just.
The thing is, you make
fucking-
2 death saves. After the death saves, do you stabilize again, or do you just...
Yeah, you stabilize with 1 HP if you succeed the death saves. Although I don't really know what happens if you succeed 1 and lose 2.
Well, you probably have to make all 3 for each, and it'll tell you. Because I'm guessing that once you're stabilized, you can go back into critical death state, because what am I trying to say? Fuck. Basically, you'll take 2 death saves off of being attacked anyway. That's like 2 instant losses. So once you make 1, you'd have to like finish off the actual death saves, and then you restabilize.
How do I GM roll you that?
What?
How do I do that? /GM
Oof.
roll.
Yeah, /GM roll space, whatever you need.
Okay.
So what are you rolling?
The thing.
What?
Did it work?
Why do you? I sent that to Kai.
You sent it to me.
It says to Evan Lightborn.
Oh, it's because Andy, you've got the
Yeah, for some reason, you gave me permissions to Aven Lightborn.
yeah.
What?
Basically, Andy has yeah. Look.
That is strange.
So essentially, well, hold on. Does Andy have DM rights?
No.
Oh.
Right, sorry, what
I think
did
it
I
was
miss?
just one long time ago. I had to control your character because you were not here.
Oh yeah, you
But
controlled
not
Ren.
Evan.
Yeah,
No,
that's why I'm.
He controlled Ren. I didn't delete the character sheet. I
Oh my
remade
god.
Oh.
it. So essentially, you have access to it.
Jesus Christ.
Because I kept the sheet, because in the sheet was Ren's note, which was in Abyssal if anyone wanted to translate it, and I kept the notes on there. That's why that's why it was kept the same.
Also,
But-
Clang.
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Yeah, I know.
Just figure out some bugs where I was controlling both Wizzo and Kai's characters.
Oh,
When was that?
A long time ago.
Yeah, but I don't remember. Then again, I don't remember last week, so.
okay.
So what's going on? Because the VM played out a long time ago.
Why did a beam come into your room?
Because I had my window open.
Danger. Alright,
Coolio.
basically, I am going around restocking. Like, it's still my turn. I'm gonna restock and then it's your turn.
Restocking? What are you restocking at the moment?
Health potions and so on. And magic items.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
use the
one.
official prices for those.
Okay.
Oh, I see. We're just pretending we're in town restocking. Cool.
Like, unless there's anything special, like weapons and armor,
Let's see.
that are like magic rated stuff,
Sure.
then just buy from the official chart.
Let's see. I have somewhere to. What level are we meant? Are we still level 7, by the way?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Would be nice to level up.
No.
Where are my
Right.
hand crossbows?
You have to
No,
keep
I
in
do.
mind that if 6 people level up on one level, it makes a huge difference.
It really does. Especially from a party leveling up from 4 to 5 is probably the biggest jump.
Yeah. I guess in a sense you could say that it's party shared XP.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember when someone did do a solo mission in one of my other campaigns, and they were granted a level up because they had to fight a bloody, like, what was it, an angelic beast. That was.
What level was he?
He was only, I think he was level 7 at the time, and this angelic beast was just abysmally strong. Luckily, its senses weren't very good, and he was fighting it in a forest, so he had the chance to hide every time because he had the cloak of elvenkind, and his stealth was amazing. So he'd stealthed away just in time, so the beast couldn't find him, and he'd shoot him again and stealth away, shoot him again and stealth away, hiding in the beast's blind spots. It was good.
Yeah.
So, what's going on? Who starts? What?
No, it's Andy, but we're just sorting out how much the item would cost.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 health potions and 2 greater health potions.
Damn.
But then again,
Fine.
yeah, no.
I have
Also, melee, you
4
need-
normal health potions.
Oh right, I think we split it up like that because you guys are melee.
Andy, you did find the ring you were looking for, but it costs 3,161 gold.
How much?
3,161 gold.
Oh wow. Seems like I'm gonna get poor today. Alright.
How do you guys have that much money?
Because we are dishonest people that go stealing.
Oh, did we receive any money from the king? Before I disappeared, I wanted to ask for our reward, but did we
It
not?
was 5,000 money, yes?
He gave us 5,000, did he? Did he?
No, he
No.
didn't.
I was gonna say.
No, I'm just mean.
false information.
Yeah, so no one asked for the reward that the king promised us then.
Let's run back.
No, that was my fault. I was gonna ask that, but I had to disappear. Okay. That's fine.
I think we should go back because I need fucking money. I only have 300 gold. I can back my ass with
That's a lot actually, but still.
I don't know.
I think the next thing to do is probably go check out our guild. I know we've got many things to go, but we have got a guild to manage as well. Oh, actually, we've got so far to travel. Mythical beasts like griffins and others.
Wait.
I've got an idea. Could we see if we can search for any mythical beasts that fly? I mean, my animal handling isn't that good, but it's not negative. It's positive. So we could try and, I don't know, train a flying beast of some kind? If anyone objects to that. Or, you know, find a mission. Oh.
Sorry, I was busy looking at potion prices. What'd you say?
I was saying, should we try and get a flying mount?
Oh, that sounds expensive.
I don't think we could. I don't think we could buy it at this current time. That's true.
I
But
don't think we even have proficiency with that.
I don't think anyone has any proficiency with any
Should I get a
mounts.
superior healing potion for 2,500 gold?
How do you have so? Where'd you get that money from?
Most of it I got when I stole items from that rich person's family.
Oh
and
yeah,
sold them to
yeah, makes sense.
the dude with the hat.
I remember you did a nat 20 on finding a place to scoop.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't need a ring of luck for luck.
No, it's sometimes you just have luck every now and then. Yeah.
Yeah, or bad luck, like in the other campaign where I got crit twice and then downed.
Wait, what campaign?
In the campaign I'm in with Ed, it's like my
Oh.
character never gets hit. Yeah, he's super tanky, but then the strongest enemy, just decided to crit me twice in a row, and I instantly got downed.
Oh, that's funny.
25 AC my ass.
25? Gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, monsters can have up to +10 or stuff like that sometimes.
I don't know if there's a
Yeah.
mission. If there's a mission where we could find some sort of rare
Would
creature, like a griffin,
We
try
should have
and
asked the king. We should have told him that it's far away, and if he wants us to go fast, he should have provided us.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's many things that I
Extortion.
wish I was here to say now. Well,
Hmm.
Well, I think by now, traveling the lands of Corvair, you're pretty sure that you'd have to go to very new locations to even find such a beast to ride.
Oh yeah.
Otherwise, it's more like pigeons that flies.
Flying pigeons.
Everybody
riding.
ride on pigeons.
Let's go.
In which case, I will go to a local library just to research some of these mythical beasts that we could potentially train and ride, and where their locations would be within this world, within
I
this
just
land.
imagine
I don't think the campaign's gonna last for long enough for that to matter.
Just imagine
Maybe.
the parties like
Maybe.
attaching pigeons on their boots and then like flying with them.
Hermes.
Yeah. So, who was after Andy? Was there anyone who wanted to do...
Moose is after me.
Right, did you want to do anything special, Moose? Or did you just want to
Uh,
find some normal stuff?
I was actually looking through stuff and I wasn't finished yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like
So should
looking
I...
at. I'm looking at potions.
Okay.
I was thinking if I should get the oil of sharpness, but I'm afraid that I don't have money for it.
Get
I
the
guess
what?
I'll check. Oil of sharpness. It gives you a +3 magic bonus. Flying.
Oil of...
I don't think you can afford that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Did you say it grants your weapon +3?
Plus,
Yeah, I mean, that's what
plus
I
3
read.
magic bonus. That's like, that's beyond rare. That's very rare, I think, even.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck. Would be nice to have that.
No shit.
Well, Moose, if you can dish down 50k, then you have it.
It actually costs 50k.
Up to 50k if you're unlucky.
Minimum 5k. If
Oh.
you're...
Extremely lucky.
if you have the ring of luck, more or less.
Still, can you lend me the ring of luck?
I don't have a ring of luck.
Oh, then.
Fucking idiot.
Who?
I'm the one that has the ring of luck.
Lorenzo?
Yes, I am the one that has the ring of luck.
Can
What are you
lend
trying
me-
to obtain?
The oil of sharpness.
The oil of sharpness.
Let me just Google look at how much it actually costs.
What is that?
It must be that much because
It's a clear gelatinous oil sparks with tiny ultra thin silver shards. The oil can cause
yeah, it's very,
Very
rare.
rare.
piercing weapon.
Honestly, I
Five
don't
plus
think even my
most-
ring of luck can
most-
help you obtain anything like that.
It's gonna be, if you're extremely, extremely lucky, a minimum of 5,000, and it lasts
Yeah.
for only 1 hour.
Oh my god!
It would be nice to have it against Abaddon.
I'm not letting my luck run out for something like that.
It lasts only an hour, Moose. It's not worth it.
Nah, it's not worth it at all.
Oh,
If you
then
find it,
maybe
good
just
luck.
a better rapier.
Yeah, for 1 hour, and then it's no longer like that.
Then
To be
maybe
honest,
I
I'd
should
love
look
to
for
find a +2
something else.
rapier. That'd be great.
Yeah, actually, a +2 rapier wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, +2 is going to be very rare though. Oh no, what was it? It's uncommon for a +1 and then rare for
All
a
right,
+2.
let's keep going. Do you?
Sorry, can I go to a library and just research some?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to research some mythical beasts that I could potentially fly, like griffins and so on,
Mhm.
and their locations and sort of really what their sort of favorite things are, so I can be more likely to try to befriend one. Let's say befriend for now.
Well, you know already that the type of creatures are more or less true to their names here. They are more mythical or magical or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a lot. There's none, in fact, of those around. You haven't seen anything like that when in your travels.
Can I roll history?
So, yes.
I want to see if I spotted one along the way. Here we go. I have no idea if I spotted one.
No, you're pretty sure that there's there's nothing extraordinary that's been on the traveling. Nothing that can fly, anyway.
Something faster than horses?
I mean, the T-Rex might have been.
Yeah,
faster
yeah. I
because it
don't
was
think
so
I could have. I
huge.
don't think I could have trained that though. I would have scared
Well, I
people,
don't
right?
think you can.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's more or less what you could find out.
Damn. Okay. No mythical beasts around. Is there not even any sort of information on where they could have been, so that I could go on a?
I mean, the book just tells you that in the known world of Cornware, uh, the kingdoms are not host to many, if any, of these creatures. But you know that it documents history that in the Age of Dragons, so long ago, some of the kingdoms had actual, um, like you said, griffins, especially the kingdom of Brayland. They had some of those.
Hmm.
They had an elite force that rode them.
Okay. How would
But
I not remember? How would I not remember that? Well, hang on though. How old is that? Because is that like thousands of years ago?
yeah, it is.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, so it's not. It has existed, but it's extremely uncommon or rare.
Yeah, I was just
To
thinking,
even
maybe
spot a creature that has that nature.
you never know. There might be a long lost egg left
Yeah,
somewhere.
there might be. And it also says the known world. And well, you would know that there are places in Corvair that are not really public knowledge. And I would say only the most determined of explorer would have ventured to such places. And who knows what are there, because well, like I said, it's not common knowledge even after if or any one has been to those places.
I mean, there's always the option of going to a realm,
Hmm.
but I'd have to find some sort of magic for that.
Yeah. So who's next?
Me.
Did you want to do something?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for a cloak of protection and then some healing potions.
Cloak of protection. Yes.
Uncommon
Fantastic.
item.
Yeah. Yeah.
100 to 500 gold.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You find one, and it costs 470.
I'll take it.
Oh, I just
And
realized
then,
I'm at my max magic item capacity now.
oh, you're already at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than the cloak of protection, I'm gonna look for potions. Just
What
some
kind?
healing potions. Any that are available.
You find, well, the lowest base, the normal, I think it's just called health potion. they have a lot of them, so you could buy potentially 10.
60 gold apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll buy 10 of them then.
Okay.
And that's me done.
Okay.
So I'll
Next.
minus 600.
Was Prada.
Yeah, I go to Smithy and buy a little gift to Boop. First thing,
Okay. What kind of gift are you?
a gold ring.
A gold ring. Just a standard non-magical ring, but still made out of gold.
Yes,
Okay.
I just want to give him a gift
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make. Yep.
Yeah. Are you looking for a existing one or have to something crafted?
Existed one.
Okay. Well, you would find a jewel crafter,
Mm-hmm.
and he would present you different versions, and you have a ring. You said so. There's standard rings without ornaments, and then there's ornaments, and then there's the ones that are even socketed with small gems. If you'd
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, I could like one of those.
Okay, they're a little bit more expensive though.
Mm.
But if you want, it could cost you about 50 gold.
Yep, that's fine. And then I set up for a horse.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah. So when do you give Boop the ring immediately?
I give him the ring immediately, and I tell him to put it on his tail or wherever he likes to wear it. Mm.
Okay. So Boop is very, very, I mean, impressed with your gift,
Mm.
and snuggles in really tightly around your neck,
Mm.
and goes, "Oh, thank you, I love it,"
Mm. Yep.
and puts it on the tail as
Mm.
far up as it goes,
Mm.
and make sure it's it's stuck there, so it
Mm.
doesn't fall off.
Mm. And yeah, then I need a horse, so I have to look for sale market for a horse. Yes.
Yeah, you could go to the stable and ask to buy one from there,
Mm-hmm.
and a horse would cost you 75 gold.
Is that like a standard price for all the horses?
Yeah,
Mm.
exactly. It's a normally riding trained horse.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, I look around and I ask for a sturdy and fast one.
Okay.
Mm. So
That would be a standard riding horse, I would say, unless you're looking for like a protected horse, like a war horse, which is far more expensive.
Yeah, but no, a war horse isn't very fast, so
No,
Mm.
not really.
no.
The riding horse is the fastest mount.
Yeah. Yeah.
The war horse is as fast actually as the riding horse, but
It just carries more, I believe.
yeah, exactly.
I guess they're quite heavy, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
they're quite
Yeah.
heavy, but they still have the same speed, so it doesn't really matter.
okay. Yeah, I buy a horse 75.
Okay.
Mm.
Just so you know, the war horse costs 400 gold.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
And I'm done.
All right. So when you're done, it's Artoria.
Okay, would I possibly be able to either get, well, see if I can get either just splint armor or splint armor +1?
Let me see.
Splint armor.
It's a good idea.
It's one
Yeah.
up from what I've got now, so.
Splint. Oh, is that a uncommon or common item?
No, it's just regular armor.
Really, I've never seen
17 I see.
splint armor. Where is it? Oh, splint. Oh, I see. Yeah, 17 AC. Yeah.
Yeah, I got confused by the name, but
I know, I'd never seen it before, but of course
I
it's...
just imagined like a bunch of wood tied
I
together.
did, yeah, that's exactly what I thought as well, but it turns out it's an actual thing.
Splint armor is just like metal rods attached to your armor, like long plates instead of full plate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. You do in fact find splint armor. It costs you 300 gold.
Okay, cool. I will buy it then.
And is that all?
Would I be able to sell the chainmail I've got now? That I've replaced.
Sorry, what did you say?
Would I be able to sell the chainmail I've replaced the splint with?
Oh, hang on, yeah, that's a good point. If I
You could trade it in for oh, let me see what it is. Hold on.
Oh. I forgot I have the ripped in half giant
You
cape.
could trade it in for 50 gold discount. For the price of the +1 splint. Wizzo?
Yep.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Wizzo,
Yes.
do you by any chance have a spell that removes frightened?
Give me a second.
Protection from evil and good.
Ooh,
Right, so was there anything
I don't
else,
believe
Wizzo?
it. No, that's it.
Okay, then everyone should be done, I believe. Yeah,
Let's
everyone's
ride
done.
for the island.
Yeah. The time is now 7 p.m.
Time is now.
So let us take us back to core there. So we can change. Bigget, will you change the time to
Of course.
perfect?
What time is it then?
7 p.m.
Coolio.
So 19.
Yep, hang on. There we go.
Why is everyone silent? What's going on?
I'm explaining a thing to Prada on the side.
Yeah, we have no decency.
Yeah. Then you guys wanted to go, then go to the island.
Right, I didn't buy shit that yet. I think I wanna go to the magic shop and
You sure we
a
don't want?
normal a normal health potion costs 50 gold points, and the other greater is like 200, right?
250.
Yeah. 250.
Do we have to go to the island straight away, or should we? Do you want to try
Well,
and?
let's ask Abbott, or if he's willing to wait for us.
That's true. That's true. I was just thinking, do you want to try and swing by Olaf? But
Yeah, I'm going to buy 4 normal health potions.
Why don't you just get a couple of greater ones?
Because I have 300 gold.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that is...
Well, you discussed that. Prada, do you just park your horse in a stable for some measly gold?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh
so
yeah,
just pay
I
1
will-
gold and it stays
Mm.
there for as long as you really want.
for 75 gold, can I also buy a horse?
Yeah, 75 gold for the horse. 1 gold to store it for now.
I need the calculator.
So 76 gold to have one and keep it in Flamekeep until you're back.
Marked up.
What?
do you say Marco?
I
Polo.
said marked off.
Marked off, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So did you pay 76 or 75?
76.
Okay, cool. So you guys have both your horses parked by any of the 3 main roads of your choice.
I mean, you didn't really need to buy a new horse when we have a carriage, but
You know, but can do what he wants.
it's true.
Well, I mean, flexibility could be good.
Never split up the party.
Well, we haven't done that yet, but we could. It's true.
Huh.
Well, I'm not quite sure if you really want to do that.
I said never split up the party.
No, it's probably not good against the forces you are up against.
Hmm.
Moo.
Huh?
Lang's a cow now.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting.
Well, aren't we off?
I guess we can go.
Yes, let's go there. We'll go to the
It's all
island.
right.
Sorry, we'll go to the island then, yep.
Yeah, so you need to ask Evan.
Alright, let's go speak to Evan then.
I'm just sat at the gate waiting for everyone because that's where they said they'd reconvene.
Yeah.
Well, I guess everyone that wasn't speaking was already there.
Yep.
All waiting for Lilu.
Yeah. So you finally catch up to the Greywood Company, Evan. So is there like anything you want to do, or is it just tag along?
I'm just gonna tag along.
Okay.
So how is it that an outsider is leading us to the Dragonborn's most sacred island?
That's the good question.
Do any of you have experience on a ship?
I've been
Well,
on ships.
some of them have
Some of them came over on a
Once
ship.
Been on a ship.
I've been on one, but I've never done anything with one.
And then there's one difference. I can help Helmet.
What did
As
you
well
do
as-
for the king to earn your trust? Wait. For you to earn the king's trust.
For the king to earn my trust? Wow, I'd be so honored.
And what did you do as well?
Have you ever heard of the three great heroes?
The ones who stopped what was it called? The Patriarch.
You mean the Dark Empire?
The Dark Empire.
Born on the same island? Under the same banner as one of them.
Oh.
I'm just looking to make a name. Managed to secure travel across to the main island. Been traveling since. Lord's had my help before with some stuff that he'd like to keep hush, but other than that, he knows that I can work well, as well as most things I can do usually come with a success rate of 100%.
I see.
And to be fair, I think it was someone who. You remember the very, very, very start of the campaign when you arrived by the ship and all that, in the next to the Greywood.
Yeah.
Was there someone who actually came from Stormhome?
Definitely not me.
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I ever. It's so long ago. I probably didn't say, but it should be known that he didn't specify exactly which place he came from. Just that he came from one of the places that one of the great heroes, the three great heroes, came from.
Right.
But yeah. Never mind, I suppose, since he didn't say exactly. Right, so I guess by now Lilo arrives and you're all formed and grouped.
Yeah.
Go.
Right, so Evan, you've been, I mean, both Scylla and you know your way around Thrain. Flamekeep. So you know the way to the docks, where you would see, if you go immediately there, the ship that's been used by the king and royalty alike. And yeah, the royal guards guard the set of stairs that leads up on board.
Envoys of the king, and I'll give them the scroll that he gave me.
They inspect the scroll and they remove their weaponry from the path so that you may proceed along with your companions.
Let's go then. I'll lead them up the ship.
Yeah. Yes.
Go we do.
Mm-hmm.
Arr.
So
What was that?
upon getting on board the ship, which is very nicely looking, by the way, with gold adornments along the railing, if you will, on the top side of the basically the railing around the ship on the top. And the crew welcomes you aboard and prepare to set sail.
Nice. Does the ship has a pool?
A what?
A pool.
A pool? There's no pool on this ship. But you're welcome to walk the plank.
Nice. Ah, we're fling fires.
Onto the gangplank.
So the ship starts to set sail, and you leave the ports from Flamekeep onto the open sea. And in the far distance, you can see a shrouded island of mist around it. It's a heavy fog far away. There's some winds. These waters here in the center of Corvair has always been a bit disturbing to manage and sail through. Although with a big ship, you're usually fine. It's just that standing up there is not the calm moment of silent sea waves you might have hoped for. So usually people that really doesn't need to be on deck are usually below deck.
Mm.
Do you guys go below deck?
I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna stay topside and help out with the ship.
I'm just chilling topside, sitting somewhere.
Okay. There's a lot of stains of water splashing up, so people afraid to wet their clothes should not be up there.
Right.
Right, so unless anyone specifies going down, then they don't. Let's see. Takes about 1.5 hours to go there.
Okay.
So that will make it 8:30. If you would be so kind, Bigid.
Yep. Is this morning or afternoon at the moment? Are we in the morning now?
So it's
Nighttime.
20:30.
Cool, yep. Here we go.
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Yep.
And after that time
Oh.
spent,
Okay, there we go.
nothing happens along the way. After that much time spent, you reach the shores of Thronehold, which is just up ahead. There's a big, big fleet encircling the island, and they don't shoot upon you because, well, you're riding the king's royal ship. And as you come closer and closer and are allowed to, well, dock upon the kind of freshly built port, to be honest, which is neatly built to face your side of the island. And it's not huge, it's just really a dock with a building and a small village. Very small village. You could maybe even call it an outpost, if you will. I would say it's a military outpost, yeah. So the ship anchors and is tied to the dockyard or the side to there. And this island is very tropical, like most of Corvair, but well, it's got palm trees growing along the beaches. A lot of them. So it's very thick forested in that sense. So it's a lot of them, and it leads, of course, deeper in to the deeper, thicker forest. And the temperature actually goes up somewhat when you're here. So you feel a warm sensation be cast over you.
It's a fireball.
Now, when you go off the ship, the crew let you know that they'll be here until you return. Specifically, Evan.
Good.
So we get down and investigate this shit.
Right. So there's this small little military outpost that is newly set up. When I say newly, let's say within the last half year.
Hmm.
And yeah, there's what should I call it? The harbor master, maybe, that just helps the crew put the ladder down so that all you can descend to the ship. And after doing that, he welcomes you to Thronehold. Welcome, welcome. I did not expect to have royal guests, he says to Evan.
Yeah, the business here should be fairly quick, hopefully.
I see. Well, whatever the king wishes, you're allowed to do, of course. I'll just take care in the jungle up ahead. I'm assuming you're going there.
You should be okay.
He just nods. If there is any need for rests, since the time is fastly going forward, there are some beds ready here for you that you can use.
I'll just stay in the back of my caravan.
Your caravan?
Sorry, trailer. Whatever you want to call it. It has a piece of cloth to hang over it, so it's one of those. If you remember.
Hold on, what?
Are you saying you took the caravan on a ship?
Oh no, I didn't. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. That'd be a bad idea. Sorry. We took the horses though, right? Out of it.
No, we left
No,
them.
We left them, did we? Damn.
Didn't bring any horses or any
Cool.
vehicle.
Just checking. Sorry. I'll go sleep in the bunks or pretend to sleep but meditate.
Right, so you guys gonna have a rest immediately then?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. Right, so if for any reason you spent any spell slots that are regained by now, and well, you know the drill. How long do you rest? A minimum of 8 hours, I believe.
Yeah.
That's just a long rest. Don't
So
want to
we're
get
going to
exhaustion.
long rest?
But do you want to like wake up as early as possible, but still do long rest?
Yeah.
Or do you
Yeah,
wanna
so it's
wake up
long rest early as possible, so about 6:30-ish.
Yeah.
Well,
6.
for you it would be 6:30. For me it would be if the current time is still 8:30.
But we have to calculate according to normal standards.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
at least if someone is.
I'm just trying to think.
It'd be,
It's,
it'd be 4:30 for 8 hours.
So 4:30.
If everyone's sleeping for 8 hours, the earliest people would wake up is 4:30, and that's when I'll be awake.
why would you be awake then?
So I'm gonna go patrol.
All right. I'd be awake up at 2:30, so I can just take a quick scout of the area.
Okay.
Because
Anything
I need less
specific you
time
guys
than
look
them.
for?
I'll wake up once I'm getting summoned.
No, I'm just gonna head about.
I just want to scan the area just to check for any threats, and maybe any sort of.
Clang.
No,
Yeah?
I would wake up the same time as Manacor, right?
No.
Yeah, I
No.
would. Well, but we talked about it, and I remember, like, I have the same.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you? What? You're human,
Because
aren't
I'm
you?
undead.
You're an undead. Oh.
Lol. Wait, that means you can't get healed by Wizzo.
Well, he's
Like a sort of undead. That's
sort
what
of
I meant.
Right. Okay, but
He's
how do you sleep then?
He pretends he's closing his
that's
Carefully.
the thing. Yeah,
He pretends to sleep.
yeah.
No, I'm gonna head about 100, 120 feet into the brush and just like take about an hour just like walking through like far left and far right and just seeing what's like close by.
Okay. You'll notice a lot of lizards.
Whoa.
Small lizards. Like crawling in, you know, a little bit in the outpost. Nothing dangerous, at least to the eye. And also, kind of chameleons, all the kind of small reptile things. Some snakes and
Okay.
whatnot. Crabs along the coast, by the way.
Mud crabs, fight them for XP.
As soon as I've done
Fight
that,
them
I'm
for-
probably
Just run
gonna
around punching
head
crabs.
Sorry, what?
back. As soon as I've done that, probably just like go around. After I've gone around, I'd head back.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, if you wanna roll perception, depending on how far out you go,
No, this ain't gonna go well, but yeah, sure.
do you like first of how far out do you go? Like, do you leave the outpost per se?
Probably it'd be like 120 feet into the brush,
Aha.
like into the trees.
Well, there is a clear path that's been paved up.
Yeah, I'll go like about 40, 50 feet in, and I'd go through like the wooded area, and then I'd like head further in, and then just like go around a bit.
Aha. Okay. Then yeah. Okay. Roll me perception, and we'll see if you find out more. Yes. Well, you can spot that there's again more of those things you saw before around the camp, but you've also seen a giant lizard sleeping, and some crocodiles kind of lurking in the waters nearby. But nothing that should be threatening as long as you don't disturb them, kind of.
Okay. Yeah, after I've done all this, I'll head back to camp because it should be around 8-ish hours now, and I'll start waking people up.
Yeah. So you return like maybe half an hour later, or whenever 8 hours has passed, basically.
Mm.
And yeah, you kind of just give everyone the call that it's time.
Yeah, I just go like through the bunks, just like knocking people, and just wake up. We've
Close
got
the door
a
again.
trick ahead.
Yeah.
No, just like leave and go to the next one, like to where everybody is, and just try and wake them all up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I close the door. One of these.
So y'all wake up.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, once everyone's awakened out, I'm gonna go around. Who has healing potions?
Me. But they're mine.
Anybody else?
Why do you need a healing potion?
I'm not asking then, I'm asking who has them.
Oh. I have a couple.
And then he'll go down like the line of them, like, does Artoria have any? Does Zilla have
They
any?
have magic.
I has magic.
So who has healing potions and who doesn't?
I have 8.
What?
Don't know what you're going on about. I have 10.
Well,
What is wrong with you?
Prada, do you have any healing potions?
I have 1 greater healing potion and 2 health potion, 1 antidote. That's all I have.
Okay, he'll give Artoria 3 healing potions.
I got 1 regular and 2
Thank you
greater.
very much.
Personal use. So you have magic, but don't waste it on yourself.
What the hell is that supposed to mean, Moose?
That's us waking up.
What the hell? It's Avatar waking up, if anything. Just wakes up and decides today's gonna be a day. Today I'm gonna cause shit
Spiders
for
with
others.
Health bars. I love it. Well, like I said, they've only currently really spotted, except for the coastline, spotted reptiles.
We have some big lizards and crocodiles deeper in. We don't disturb them, they won't disturb us, and we should be okay.
They are my kin. I would never.
Yeah, and I'll start like trekking on ahead up the path.
Yeah. So there's actually guards protecting the forest. You walk past them in the night shift or morning shift, should I say? They're not always there, but now they're there again,
Mm.
and they're like, going to the jungle.
Yep.
Very well. You find your way back whenever you're like he says, don't forget to follow this path back to find your way back.
Don't worry, we can't get lost. I'm an expert tracker.
He nods, impressed. Well, then
Impressed nod.
imagine we never said anything, and just allow you to pass.
So yeah, we can't get lost unless illusion magic is in play.
Okay, gotcha.
What if we're trying to get lost?
Well, too bad, I'm here.
Trying to get lost? How the hell do you try to get lost?
Close your eyes, we'll run in circles in the jungle.
That's true, that's true.
But I think
I don't know why you would do it, but
You would
I
probably
think you
trip and
would
fall
want it-
before you would successfully
or
be
run
lost.
into trees more frequently than even walking a meter.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, yeah. So, you start walking and follow the path. And it will take about 1 hour, I would say, to find the location you were looking for. But on the way there, you of course you venture through this beautiful jungle. The water is kind of murky, if you will. You know, like it's don't really know the word in English, but you know, it's not clear water.
yeah, murky.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So it has the kind of beige kind of style look, and you see crocodile heads resting in those. You know, kind of lurking a little bit.
I toss him an apple.
Do you?
It just bounces off the head.
Yeah, I hope so.
You then get attacked by crocodiles.
What if
Do you
it's, what if
toss
it's
an
a
apple there?
vegetarian?
No, I don't have any apples.
Okay.
Toss a crowbar.
You probably would find apples along this somewhere here.
Crunch.
Spider-filled apples. They're great.
Wait, what if the crocodile is vegetarian?
No, he's not.
Then it's gonna have serious problems as a crocodile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the teeth
Yeah.
to be a vegetarian.
Honestly, I would love to see a cartoon of that. The crocodile that's
There
vegetarian.
probably is.
The vegetarian croc.
Hold on, I'm gonna fucking Google this.
First.
Well,
Oh, there is a vegetarian crocodile.
Yeah.
Babia lives in Anantapur.
That sounds like Malaysia.
Doesn't like non-vegetal, only eats rice and jaggery served as prasad.
Crocodile can be
It's
survived by
almost 60 years old.
Damn. Weird.
Damn.
So weird.
Yeah, there's this wiki saying like, yes, crocodile can be survived by vegetarian diet. A diet, yeah.
All right. Well, after proceeding through this jungle, it's starting to open up a little bit, and it looks like it's
Is
like
it
a
okay?
natural
Has it always
wonder.
been sheltered?
Huh?
You said it started to open up a bit. I said, is it okay? Has it always been sheltered?
Stop it.
Hmm. Well,
Just bad buns.
the path. What I meant is the path just goes along the sides of a big, thick jungle, and eventually, when it opens up, there's a quick and sudden, drastic change of biome, if you will. So instead of having this thick jungle, and in a very neat line, almost like a circle, really, as you look around, there's just flat grass. I mean, flat fields of grass, and of course the paved road or path that is straightforward. And instead of hearing all this life going on in the jungle, there's wind. And straight ahead is, I mean, what it would look like. Let me show you. If I can go to here.
Damn.
I'm gonna draw it up because there's no pictures of this. So, if you were going like this, and here's the forest and all that. Oh shit, that's there. And then it goes very far like this. A road. This is like from your perspective, I think. And then it kind of just goes
You just
like
do.
this. And there is something there on an island, which this goes to. And around the basically there's like grass all here around here, but there seems to be a little bit of a hole here, and there's a bridge across to this floating island, it seems like.
Go towards it. Get closer.
And of course, all the way over here. Let's see. Can I get a color? I can. Let's go for this green. It's just all the jungle that you kind of came from, but on the other side, which is really far away. It's like a kilometer away or something. Maybe
Right.
maybe 2. So, you approach this. You follow this road, right? And of course, everything becomes much bigger and bigger the closer you go. And you would see this the thing on it is indeed a floating island to begin with, which you've never seen before, and it's just breathtaking because in this hole that goes down there where it's located, there's like really beautiful. It's waterfalls along the sides coming out from, well, nature really, but it's like someone created this way.
Whoa.
I'm gonna pick up like a rock or a stone off the floor. I'm just gonna cast light on it and throw it down and see how deep it goes.
Oh, it's in broad daylight, by the way. It's open and you can see all the way down.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because I wanted to know
How many
deep the hole
centimeters?
went.
Centimeters.
She
Well,
wants to bake
let's say it's 50 meters down.
That's a lot of centimeters.
it.
But the water is, of course, further up than the 50 meters. Anyway, the bridge is a hanging bridge of wooden nature. The island doesn't seem to like sway or move or anything, so it's perfectly still. And you see on the island, the only thing there is really this structure. It does not exactly look like I painted it. I just did some clutter. It's what looks like inspired from Greek style temples, old Greek temples. Of course, it's not a Greek temple, but it's that kind of style.
Yeah.
So a big gate which leads into it, which seems to be closed for now.
I'm gonna take lead and head across the bridge.
Yes.
I think Boop is curious. He's sitting on my shoulder, fully visible. I'm having a look. Mm.
Yes. Yeah, actually, on the way, I keep forgetting Boop and all that because we're so many. I would say that on the way to this location, Boop would be like, "Wow, so many of these reptiles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I feel home.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is home."
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you go over the bridge, or start doing so. And the bridge is more or less the width of the road you came by. So whoever made this road made it fitting in size as well. And you pass safely. It doesn't really budge too much because it's kind of wide. And just for reference of scale, let's do that. This is one of yous. So yeah, Ren's Kai's character Evan has crossed the
Chaos Kai.
hanging. Yeah. He has crossed the hanging bridge and is now on the other side, upon the floating isle.
Is there any like abnormal presence about the area, or is it just calm?
I mean, to the average person, yes, it feels all. I mean, you can obviously tell something's up with the island, but other than that, it's just really beautiful and very amazing, really. But it's like the most amazing natural wonder ever created, if it is naturally created, which feels highly unlikely. Although you don't sense like any magical aura or anything. Unless you want to try and roll Arcana for it.
I'll try. It's fucking horrendous, but yeah.
You can do it. Oh.
You can tell that actually no, there's nothing.
No, like divine presence either.
All right, let's go. That's religion. If you want to know about divine presence, you gotta ask Wizzo the expert.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, let's go.
Yes. You all pass the hanging bridge, one at a time, I assume. Or do you all just go for it? Because it is quite big. And
You
doesn't.
word it like that. One after the other.
Yeah, okay. It just made me remember the the session when we all went like, wait, why did he see that? Why did he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was funny. Okay. Yes, let's just say that you all pass one by one and it goes very neatly. Boop on the way will look down and be like, oh, so beautiful. And you are now all on the floating isle. And you feel the wind breezing your sides. Because there's no trees to stop the wind from flowing in this well, place. I don't know what to call it really. This area. Y'all go up to the gate, or
Shall we enter?
Yeah, once everyone's
want
passed.
to inspect something, or what do you do?
I'm just going up to the gate.
Okay. The gate seemed to be closed at first, but it seems to have been opened somewhat. I'll note it's like someone kind of, didn't really bother closing it properly.
Sacrilege.
So
I'm just gonna pull my sword out and just walk in.
Why'd you draw your weapon?
So you see the guy who hasn't introduced himself go in.
I hurry up after him, asking, "Why did you draw your weapon? Something up."
Doors left open are never usually good.
I draw my bow. I perceive around me. Do I notice anything?
What kind of? Do you just look?
Threat. Trap.
Trap. So investigation for trap, I would say.
Do you want me to roll as well as I'm heading in, or?
Yeah, sure. You roll too.
Nope.
Well, for Evan, definitely find no traps, and for Zilla, contraptions of any sort, no, unless you are looking for the thing that would open and close the gate from the inside. You do find a way to do that.
Ooh.
Okay. Do I hear anything further ahead?
Surprisingly, you hear wind from the inside coming outwards through the small little. Like when you went up to the gate, you could hear like the through the little crack of, the little crack that was open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you in the halls, it's very subtle, but you can still feel it if you stay still and just focus. But it's very subtle, and you don't really hear the sound, but you feel it. You can feel it.
I will turn to Evan and ask, have you actually been here before?
No.
No, that's why I'm more wary of why the door was left open.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been here before?
No.
Nope.
Bum bum bum.
I'd be really
Well,
jealous
new
if you were,
area.
because I'm Dragonborn and this is my first time here too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Precisely. Zilla knows her stuff. So the inside
As in,
is a great hallway of really inscribed walls that seems to depict some kind of history.
Interpretation time.
And it's in the form of, you know, kind of the ancient way of storytelling, where you have like people and events, you know, that kind of stuff inscribed into the what seems to be marble walls and floor. It's very, very nice condition, this place, despite how unfamiliar the history it depicts seems to be. He just snorts a line on the blade.
Oh, that's... Then he has his red mustache because he accidentally cut his lip.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Right, so it's very dark, by the way. From the, I mean, the very entrance, of course, has the natural light coming from the inside, but the hallways um, are kind of dark, and it just fades into some kind of, uh, I mean, complete darkness further in. Um, but there are two torches, in fact, hung upon the walls by the entrance.
Are they lit?
They are lit, yes.
I turn them off. No, it's kidding.
Turn them off.
here, let me just flick this light switch over in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll just clap. Just everyone's just applauses. Lights just start to strobe like crazy.
Some people get seizures.
Yeah, all of a sudden the heroes are seizing up. all of them turn.
If it goes like pitch black, I'll let my halo show and just.
Oh,
Too bad it's not going pitch black.
It does go pitch black after
Yeah.
a long while. Although
Oh,
if
after
you
a
look
long while.
backwards, you can see the light from the entrance.
Okay, it's like I'll wait till we're in then before, like
Yeah.
where it gets dark, where I'll do it.
Whoa, you have a headshot marker.
So you all see this halo glow start and light up around Evan's head, or maybe just above.
he's an angel sent from God.
What the hell?
Uh,
Don't
just
ever do that again. That was just cringe.
he is an angel sent from God.
It's a nice little
He's
illusion
come to
spell.
save us all.
What do you mean illusion?
It does produce light. I believe in 60 feet.
I believe so. Yeah.
So you now see the same as before. The walls are still inscribed, but with this different kind of inscriptions. But you also see actual paintings and artworks on the walls, high up, without out of reach. Let's say like 4 meters up, 3 meters up. It's very high to the roof, by the way. So it feels like a very, very big Greek shrine or whatever, temple kind of thing.
Hmm.
But it's not the width of the hallway is not as big as the width of the entire structure. It's actually just as big as the gate, which I would say is about 8 meters wide or so. And you walk along a old carpet which has some thorns and dust on it. which is kinda orangey, copper kinda color. And eventually, you come to another gate.
Is this the origin of the wind? Is this
Well-
gate open too?
Yes, it is, but this one is fully open.
Ah, perfect. No need to touch it.
And it's opened like towards you guys, so it's like open from the inside out.
Do we hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Passive is 19.
It doesn't work like that though.
Yeah, it does.
No, not for.
According to the makers of D&D, it does.
No, but if you try to listen to something, you can't use your passive.
They said it's always active unless you're unconscious.
Yes, but it's always in a defensive purpose.
What?
Like, if someone sneaks, they have to pass your 19 basically.
I mean, you could just roll perception to listen in.
We have. It's a 23.
Oh. I can
So-
try. Oh yeah, never mind. He's
Well,
done
I
it.
mean-
I'm sorry. He's done it. He's done it. He's clearly
Yeah.
done it.
You can hear very faint, like faint in the sense of it's being far away, but it echoes a little bit, and you pick it up. Some kind of breathing, very large breathing, and yes, and it has the kind of reptilish
So,
style that
according to
Bigot tried to imply.
passive perception would work in this situation.
Huh?
Supposedly, passive perception would work in this situation.
Wait, what? Okay, Mus.
Passive perception is the minimum.
I don't know where you found that info, but okay.
It's an official tweet by the D&D creators.
But it makes no sense they would give the opportunity for someone to never have to roll anything about perception ever.
No, they-
Passive perception is used when you're not actively searching for something. It's basically a measure of how
Yeah.
situationally aware you are. The players do not use their passive perception, the DM does. Player rolls a perception check below their passive perception, they don't get to take their PP instead.
Yeah. And in this sense, you try to listen for something, which is actively an active thing, which is not passive. Anyway, you hear that big reptile breathing. And it's coming, of course, from the only way forward. And
No,
is
I'm
also...
going ahead. I don't hear this, I'm just...
Yeah, you're just strolling about. And the rest of you guys as well.
Sword's still drawn, but I'm just like going ahead.
Is
Yeah.
Silly Thing gonna tell us anything?
What?
Is Silly Thing gonna tell us anything?
So
about
far,
the-
it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I do.
So you don't tell them. You go.
I do. I said I do.
It did.
All right, then tell them.
Wait, what?
There's some heavy breathing from a big lizard ahead.
What?
I think Boof is like, ooh.
Do you think he
That's
can
scary.
fulfill 3 wishes?
I'm not so sure about that.
Hmm.
I would wish for a Pegasus.
I don't think that's how it works.
At this point, Evan's probably 5-10 feet ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Still, there's no sign of any contraptions that are traps. and it's just a long way forward until eventually you would soon be at the very center of the structure if you had estimates about how large the building was.
Would I be able to see like the 60 feet ahead from my halo? Would I be able to see the like what is ahead? So the lizard, or
Yeah, you could see 60 feet ahead, yes.
but would I see like the lizard 60 feet ahead?
If it's within the light, yeah.
Yeah.
But let me continue. So, like I said, you are very near the center now, and another section where a gate would be, except there's just an archway. Kind of the hallway just ends, and on the other side is a big round. Or well, you don't really see, I guess, the entire structure from the start, but it actually the darkness. You basically start to see a little bit. It's some faint natural light shining from now what seems to be a higher top of the ceiling, maybe, if you will, like some holes up there. And it seems like a big dome-like shape, this room. And the hallway just kind of opens up into that room through a small little archway, like I said. And you hear now everyone, literally everyone, will hear the heavy, long breathing of this reptile sound coming from within the dome area. There's actually steps downwards into this room, which is the first thing you are greeted by when you enter. And down there you see a large form kind of just crawled in like a clump together. Seems like whatever you're hearing is resting.
I'll wait for the others to catch up with me.
I mean, yeah, let's catch up again, I guess.
Evan's like 10 feet ahead at this point.
Yeah. So I think you're the first to see this. So you can tell that you don't need your halo light anymore, because the natural light provides enough light to see the surroundings in here.
Let it dissipate.
Yeah. And it immediately makes you a little bit more stealthy if that was going to be an approach.
Yeah, once everyone's...
You all catch up with Evan eventually, and you all see what I described.
Well, we have two choices. We either deal with this now, or deal with it later. Try and sneak around now. Maybe deal with it if we get caught, or we just take it out before it's even awake.
I mean, we could probably easily slit its throat if it's asleep.
Can we see what? Can we see it in the creature?
Yeah, but it's while you can see this in this room, it's I would say it's dim light, but it's like.
Oh wait, hang on. Can I? How much can I see? Because.
Like I said, it's a big, very big.
Well, I can see. I can see up to 60 feet in dim and dark conditions. So what can I? Is it just one lizard, or are there many lizards that I can see?
There's one huge one.
Can you sit well if you have dark vision?
Who is Dynamite?
Klein.
What?
Does it have wings?
Yes.
This is not an enemy, guys.
Brilliant. I mean, do you want to go up to it then?
It's the holy creature of Thrain.
Ah.
One of the last known living dragons.
Except it's not known.
Okay, one of the last living dragons. But it's technically known by Thrain.
Well, it's a hush hush secret.
Okay, well, let's go over to it then.
So
No?
you immediately notice how the long breathing just halts.
Everyone thinking, let's slit his throat. And it's like, wait, hold on.
Yeah. And I need to get my document up here. Doo, 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 doo.
Document acquired.
Document acquired. Please stand by.
Error. Error. Low on paper.
I need a brand new printer ink.
This picture. Maybe I have it in here. Ah, yes, there we have it. Let's put that in the other one too. Otherwise it would be strange. Wait, I have it. What? Okay. So yeah, I'll just drag it in here. The creature, the dragon, it will rise up, as you seem to have been spotted by its senses. And some magic circles on the outline, if you will, of the platform it was resting on, lights up in a kind of light bulb light, like kind of yellowish. And you notice that it's an adult copper dragon. And it's towering the entire room and you, even when you're up there and above those stairs. Do you approach it,
Yes,
all of you?
of
I'm
course.
approaching it, but cautiously.
Mm-hmm. So it seems while
You
it
all lack respect.
moves its mighty form to just put itself in a resting, sitting kind of position. I mean, the the structure and the would shake almost a little bit nudgingly, but the sound is the primary effect that you can hear. Like every move, you can hear it and almost feel it through the sound. And eventually, it just sits there, wings folded, some magically beautiful eyes, just staring at whoever's first. I believe it was Kai's character, Evan.
Everyone, stow your weapons. Copper dragons are known to be good.
I believe he said that in character.
I know, my weapon is still by my side. Still
I never drew it.
cautious.
Yeah, I never drew mine.
I put my hand on Evan's weapon, asking him, do you really want to forsake the king's trust?
I'll sheath it again.
The mighty dragon will speak.
Hi!
And like I said, the light around the platform makes it easier to see in here. So anyone, even with dim light or dark vision or not, doesn't matter. All of you can now fully see everything. And just for context, at the top, if you were to look up, you do see some intake of air and light coming from some kind of what looks like basement windows, but there's no windows, there's just holes, really, which is at the top center of the structure itself. And so the big dragon greets you. Welcome. I am Kalmandra. This is my, well, if you were to look at it in one way, prison, but also a way for me to live. Now I know already why you're here. You have been in contact with some powers that told you about Tira.
Hey,
Who's the closest right now?
probably even in me.
Yeah,
Even and you.
Evan and Zilla are probably because we've been leading the entire excursion, so it's probably us two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Are you gonna respond?
I'm not.
We are facing an enemy by the name of Abador, a corrupted soul, and we seek guidance on stopping him.
Mm-hmm. Before we continue on that path, I will just say that Boop on your shoulder, Io, is just jaw dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's got no words for how well strange it is to actually see a dragon.
Says
But
the little dragon.
Mm-hmm.
well, he's not a dragon.
It's a wannabe dragon.
He's not even considered a sort of dragon.
Oh.
That's the thing.
He's
about
considered a
pseudo-dragon.
wannabe.
Yeah, more or less. A pseudo dragon does not count as a dragon, unfortunately.
Too small for the dragon.
Yeah, yeah. And also different. Anyway, yeah. Did I interrupt you, Scylla?
No.
Okay. So you said that you fought a threat.
Yeah, I just mentioned Abador and how we're seeking help with feeding him because he's trying to.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forgot, sorry, because I think Moose has it written down. The
Which-
text that Tira.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know who
Moose?
does that.
Moose?
Moose, you dead?
Moose, are you alive?
He's been killed by the bee.
Moose, please. Moose.
Moose is effectively decommissioned, guys.
He fell down a well.
I guess he fell down the
The
hanging bridge.
stairs. Fell down the stairs where the dragon was.
He's just standing somewhere in the middle of the jungle. Just standing there.
Emily's fallen asleep with her eyes open.
Because I know that he wrote down the prophecy or the vision that we were given. I'll just check the chat logs.
I, of course, have the text, if you like.
That would be useful.
Yeah.
So I
Give me
kind
a
of forgot
second.
what we discovered in that dungeon.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll send it here to you.
Oh, that's a lot of text.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I've got the Skatoony theme going through my head.
Yeah. And this came from Otharont in a secret location in the hidden dungeon. So it's extremely hidden. Hidden in an unused old ancient outpost of military purpose, in a hidden part of that hidden outpost, in a hidden sanctuary of
Okay.
that hidden dungeon in the hidden outpost. So it's extremely hidden.
We accidentally found it.
Yeah, more or less.
Whoops.
Which was your purpose.
Oh well. Okay. Well.
If I am remembering correctly, is our objective currently to get both Tira's heart and the matriarch?
That would seem so, yeah.
Okay. I explained the our adventures in that hidden place, in the hidden place, in the hidden place,
Yeah.
and tell of this prophecy, and how our objective is. We now need to find Tira's heart and the matriarch to stop Abador and prevent him from unleashing evil on this world.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am well aware of this evil you speak of, but I am not unknown to this Abador. But surely he serves the very powers I speak of.
Surely he does.
And we have much to fear.
Which is why we're here to stop.
Indeed. Like I said, you have been told of Tira.
Yes.
Not many knows of her still lingering faint presence, except for I and some others. Now, apart from her presence, the standard one I mean, I feel an enormous new presence who has entered my domain.
What do you
Step
mean?
forward, the one of you.
Okay. Who wants to
Don't
step
move
forward?
us. Don't move us.
I guess me?
No. I think she means Io.
Yeah.
Yes, she means I.
Oh, well.
Everyone's just standing some Lilo steps forward. It's like, what? Not you.
He's like, it's not you, go away. Just slaps away.
Like,
What? No,
Emily
sir.
takes a step forward, and the dragon just puts a finger out and pushes her back.
Yeah. It's like, no, next.
It's like pulling a record back and hearing the screech.
Yeah, basically. So this is actually, I forgot to upload it, the picture of Kelmandra. It's the basic, the standard picture of copper dragons from the book. Oh, whoops.
Oh.
When you're still on pencil mode.
Yeah. Exactly. So, Io, you probably feel that it could be no one else than you.
Yeah.
So will you heed the dragon's request
Yes.
to step up?
Yes.
Okay. And you start walking towards the Kalmandra.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, for everyone's reference, it's spelled like this.
Yep, that's how I envisioned it. Maybe with a hidden H in there.
Nah.
Like KHEL.
Yeah. But no. So as you start walking towards Kalmandra, then Io, she goes, "Ah, what a soothing presence of her glorious Tira. You carry something within you. It must be one of the two gifts that she left behind. And seeing as the weapon would be too much to be inside of you, it could only be one thing. It must be Tira's heart."
Yeah. I think Io bows her head and to be polite and also like approves to the speech. Yes.
Yeah. I sense that it has had some effects on you. And she kind of goes closer now with his head, going down a little bit closer to your level, and might feel a bit uneasy to have such a mighty beast go closer to you like that. But she goes to, kind of look through you with her eyes and be like, well, I'm sure the effects of Tira's heart has granted you extraordinary powers, but are you aware of these new things?
No, I am not. Certainly not.
Oh, I see. Very well. This threat, she says and looks to Zilla, it can only be stopped by forming the wrath of Tira. For that, you will need Tira's heart.
Can Tira's heart stay inside of Io, or
Sadly not. It shall have to be put into the weapon per se.
is there a way to do that safely? I gesture with my hands in circles.
And yeah, she will say, well, yes. Witty as I am, being a crafty copper dragon, I of course know of a way, and I am capable of doing so myself.
Oh, isn't that just wonderful?
I got one question.
No.
But I shall only do so if you
Alright.
are able to surprise me with a gift.
Group huddle.
Is she saying this to Io, or is she saying this to the whole group?
Who here has read about ancient past dragons?
Not
I mean,
me.
in character-wise, or would have.
No.
No.
She definitely
Not me. Zilla knows about her culture, but she's not that into culture.
Yeah.
He was basically just a hitman. He wouldn't have read shit.
I whispered to everyone, I got this glass door with the with a goldfish inside.
I got a silver bell with no clapper.
Big Head, your character, would you say that you'd have some interest for literature of that kind?
I'm not really sure. I mean,
You were literally reading before we left.
I was reading, to be honest. I was reading up on them when I guess.
Yeah.
I was looking for mythical creatures, and dragons probably would have been one of them.
Yeah, dragons.
But yeah.
I would say that dragons have an entire chapter of their own.
Yeah, they probably
Maybe
do.
He was like on this random YouTube spree where you just watched a specific YouTube video. Oh, that one looks interesting.
I don't know.
I'll
It
click on that.
depends whether he's come across.
True.
It depends whether he's come across them once or twice or not. I mean, Malacals.
Surely someone as old as you would know.
To be honest, yeah, probably. Alright, I'm gonna roll a history. If it's positive 10, then he most likely read about it somewhere. It's negative? No, okay, so he knows about dragons. Yeah, he'll know about dragons. I couldn't think like whether in the past he would have read about them. Yeah. He's read about them at some point.
Okay. Well, you know that dragons, in the Age of Dragons, before your time, or well, actually, maybe not too much before your time, but it's still a long gone memory that you may not be so familiar with, like one of your earliest experiences,
Maybe, yeah.
Still, you know that there were so many different types of dragons, and they all had their different types of personalities, wishes, and etc. And you think you remember but you're not quite sure that besides a gift, another thing maybe would be appreciated. But you can't be sure if it was copper dragons or not. And what I'm talking about, of course, is humor.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Humor.
It's time for Little.
Like I said again, you're not sure.
Okay.
And you know that if you're wrong, it could be offensive.
Yes. Well, I guess there's no harm in saying.
If you like filthy
There's a glass
Frank
orb
type
with
of
the gold
humor,
I'll say, guys. My memory may be failing me here, but other than a gift, it's very possible we may need to tell a joke.
Oh, what kind of joke should we tell her?
I was first going to ask who really has the best joke here.
I only know really dark humor.
I don't do jokes in general.
Do you think she'll find this glass orb with a goldfish in it funny?
Frank did, that's it, we've won.
Desperate.
Well, I guess we found our answer. Yes, tell that one. First, let's ask though.
Wait, what?
Oh, we can just ask him if he wants a joke. If he'd like to hear a joke. That way we don't
I
have to.
asked her if she would want my prized pet. With a goldfish stuck in a glass, a glass orb.
Do you show this little glass orb?
Yeah, with a tiny goldfish swimming around in it.
I am unimpressed with such a gift.
Oh,
I tried to cheer up the goldfish.
He
Yeah.
probably wants. Hang on, what do copper dragons want? They
It's
want.
a she, by the way.
What does she want? Did I say he? Oh well, what does she want?
I know a joke, but it wouldn't work because crack doesn't exist in D&D.
Yeah.
I know a joke, but it's very dark, and I don't know if a bronze copper dragon is up for something like that.
So
Let's
she's
check it out.
like I said to you, Bighead, it doesn't have to be a joke, but humor in general.
Humor and Jim, right? Okay.
So
You
it
just
could be
show us.
irony as well,
Yeah.
if it's funny in a way. One thing you do remember is, I mean, you remember it simply because she said it herself. That she said that she's a copper dragon, crafty and witty as they are.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
anything that is genuinely that would be fitting.
Witty.
Like something like I can't give away the answer.
Yes. Yeah.
You want something ironic?
Maybe, or maybe not. Maybe there's even something even better that is crafty and witty. Maybe even smart ass. I don't know.
Did you ever hear the tragedy?
Now you understand. The ability to save the one he loves, but not himself. How ironic.
You did it wrongly though. You should just do this. Give me a moment.
My joke was, what do you call an animal that loves to do drugs?
Weird.
It's a craxy.
You should have just, instead of doing some context, you just post. Wait, how do I?
Wait, Zilla should just like walk up to her and then like hold up the glass of and then say fetus deleted.
What? That is so out of this world.
Oh shit. I got 16 oi
Oh.
from Kai.
How do you
Witty.
post pictures and gifs?
If you want GIF, you have to do that. Put the GIF in the brackets, and then the like in the square brackets, and in the open brackets, you put the GIF link.
What the fuck? You do two things.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's that followed by the GIF link,
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
but they're right next to each other, no spaces.
Right, okay. Well, just want a fucking picture of it. I don't want this one. No, yeah. Yeah, this is a picture. Come on. I can't even post a picture. Just control V into the chat box, right?
I don't know about pictures. I only really know about the GIFs.
Hmm.
Uh,
Just paste it into the text box, I would assume. For some reason it doesn't work for me. Well, whatever. I was just gonna post a picture of him doing the ironic face. Without any text or anything, just out of context. So, moving on.
Does anyone have any ideas? The only ironic thing in this room is that I'm a dragonborn and I can't fly. But I'm not giving myself away as a gift.
I'll ask Boop. I
Mhm.
whisper to Boop. Could you like to stay with the dragon if I give you away to her? Could you be her friend if she wants to be your friend?
I don't really want to leave you.
I know, and I don't want to leave you, but I actually haven't got much to offer the dragon, and I know that Abador will kill me if I'm not getting help, or other people will kill me to get the heart of Tira if I don't get help.
Well, I am no gift. They will
I
have to
know.
kill us together.
Oh.
Boop's gonna die.
Mm. Yeah. I'm clueless, Boop. Have you got any ideas?
I don't know. I'm not a dragon,
Hmm.
I think.
Hmm.
Does dragons have scorpion tails? Anyone?
Not all of them.
They're probably
Mostly not.
chimera.
Boop just shrugs.
Hmm. It might be so that someone in this company have something precious to gift, but I don't think they will.
Every one of you.
You know what? I'm going to bet on this.
Mhm.
How the fuck?
Oh
do
yeah, I
bet?
have treasures, don't I? I forgot about that. Let's see.
Well, all the other stuff I have is just evidence.
Let's see. I have a necklace with a metallic animal tooth on it. Yeah, not much.
So, this coin
Yeah,
glows
gold
for a
coin.
minute.
Yeah,
What coin do you toss?
a gold coin.
A gold coin. Do you do it?
Yeah.
All right. So remove a second level spell slot. And you toss it.
Yeah.
And it falls in front of her mighty body. And it starts to glow. And well, it brightens up every aspect of her shape, and probably, well, really everything within, what is it, 30 feet? No? 60 feet?
Well, probably.
Well, a big part of the room and the floor. But she doesn't seem very impressed.
Alright, we probably just need a good joke.
Well, no, we
try
need a
it.
gift and a joke. Problem.
We need to be able to
Well,
say
the joke is the
first.
gift.
She told you to surprise her with a gift.
Hmm.
Can I just give her a wooden plank?
No.
I lay down my javelin and walk back. And as I do, I just say, I've had this for a prolonged period of time. You'd seen me travel from home to the mainland to here. I'd seen death. I'd seen many sights. Not something I'd willingly part with.
It's not very surprising of a gift, don't you think?
Commander will reply, "Spare me the trouble. Your weapons do not interest me."
I don't know who I am.
I'm really surprised that the glass orb didn't work. Like, when does anyone ever give you a glass orb with a fish inside?
When you're 7 and have a birthday party,
It doesn't
and your parents are like, here you go.
doesn't count. This glass orb is completely closed. It has no opening.
So how is it fed?
It's a magic fish.
Oh,
It
okay.
swims in circles.
Okay. I was just thinking, it lived for approximately 1 day, then boom, dead.
What did you guys get for your trinkets?
A silver bell with no clapper.
Oh, that's just stupid. Christmas decoration is what it is.
Yeah, mine was the parchment of land. I'm not sure I would want that, but
Do I see Lilu's bell?
Oh yeah, maybe we could give her that.
No,
Sorry,
do I see it?
what?
Do I see the bell on Lilu?
The bell?
The
Her
silver
trinket.
bell.
A silver bell with no ringer inside.
I don't know. Does he see it?
I
Do you?
guess she has it,
Is it on
like,
your side or something?
on her hip, or
I
yeah,
just
like,
snag
it's, like,
it and offer it to the
dangling
dragon.
around. I guess it would like dangle on her, around her hip.
I snag it off of your hip and offer it to the dragon. Look at this bell I just found. Would you like it?
What is special about this bell? At first sight, it does not interest me.
It's a special bell because it's a silenced bell. I start shaking it. It doesn't ring.
If she could raise her eyebrows, she would.
oh, okay.
I continue
What are you
shaking the
doing
bell.
for that?
Like, come on, come on.
Who doesn't want to have a silenced bell? It's got a suppressor on it.
So enemies can't hear you coming.
You don't show up on the enemy radar. Wow. No, she doesn't seem to just quite understand why it's special. It's just missing a part.
Show her it has no clapper.
I've been trying. I give it back to Lilo.
Uh,
My plans have been foiled. She noticed it's just a broken bell. What if I give her one of the dark armor shards that I picked up?
No. Um, so roll me history, literally everyone.
Roll history, okay.
It's gonna be bad, but yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, our rolls are amazing.
Well, it doesn't help. We have +1, +3, +1, +2.
Still.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Woo! Nice,
Wow. Okay then.
Prada.
Hmm.
Am I the only one trying? Anyone? Anyone have any ideas?
Prada, you remember that you saw a lot of artwork on the way here
Mm-hmm.
in the halls,
Mm-hmm.
specifically paintings,
Mm-hmm.
but also inscribed history in the walls. But those have been there as long as the structure's been here.
Mm-hmm.
But the paintwork seems to not be too old compared.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
Are you gonna tell us that you notice this?
I could ask. Wait. I would ask the dragon. Are you? What kind of gift would you like? I noticed that you seem interested in painting some beautiful objects.
Ah, yes. Artwork is one of my favorites. Do you have any?
I'm afraid I don't.
I turn around, take out a piece of paper, and put it over my Thrain insignia and just trace over it.
Oh, okay. All right.
And once I'm done, I offer that. The sigil of a dragon.
Charming, but it is of utmost horrible quality.
I feel insulted.
Does anyone have a painting?
Well,
Ah,
if
yes,
you do
just
not
one in my
have a
bag.
gift
Wait.
for me,
I
perhaps
think
you would be my audience instead.
Ooh. Are you gonna have a concert?
Not really.
I sit down and watch.
If you agree, then please have a seat. And you can kind of see, like, the steps leading downwards could be used as seats, more or less.
I'll sit
I
down.
sit down.
Yeah. So, if you give me a moment.
She's going to do a fire breath on us.
Have to do a deck save. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Hold on. She kind of just stares at you all, almost
Yeah?
menacingly. And leaves the silence to be awkward for a moment. So it's taking too long for her to do whatever she's gonna do.
So, are you going to do something?
She doesn't respond yet.
I shush her, as in Lilu.
She says, "A fire giant, a frost giant, and a storm giant walk into a bar.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Oh dear lord.
Do you laugh?
I do. I mean, I kind of did IRL.
Yeah.
Roll. Do you legit laugh? Because none of you laugh, so now you need to roll deception.
I didn't laugh. Evan
did.
is not one for comedy. I'm guessing Zilla would have laughed.
Lilu definitely laughs.
I also laughed IRL.
Okay. Well, then Okay. Then instead, roll me persuasion.
No, I ask her what you call a pig who knows karate.
Wait, what? Can you say that again?
I ask her what you call a pig that knows karate.
I don't know if karate is a thing.
Definitely is.
Fine,
You have
martial
monks.
arts.
Okay. She shakes her head.
A pork chop.
she actually laughs. It's like,
She's got the smile you see on the picture.
yeah, more or less. She nods. Well done. And then she says, why did the halfling stop dating his warforged girlfriend?
Oh no.
Because she was too high maintenance.
Okay, I laugh at that one. Fuck.
I don't get it. I genuinely don't.
Oh dear.
Warforged are kind of like robots.
Okay.
Halflings are known to be very short, Warforged are fairly tall, high maintenance.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
She waits for she waits for a response to like a counter joke to hers. Like give her a joke, someone. Which has to be adaptable to the world of D&D, of course. And say it in character as well.
Two fish swim into a wall. Damn.
Two fists?
Two
Fishy
fish swim
fish.
into a wall. Damn.
Damn.
There we go. It made him laugh.
Okay, so you
It's the-
said that in character, then she laughs a little bit. She nods and hold on. She says, a dwarf walks out of a bar. And she's silent.
Impossible.
Fuck.
Does he?
What? Don't you dare tell us these lies.
Never trust the sea folk. There's something fishy about them.
She laughs about that. She does laugh about that.
Why do
Okay,
pal-
good enough. Good.
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
Why do they?
It's holy armor.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I felt that one.
It's just pun. It's just puns.
Oh right. Why do I like this suit of armor? Because it's made of hide.
Oh,
I mean,
I get it.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Googling
Out come the
D&D
bad D&D jokes.
I think you two are both looking at the same website.
no, that one I just remembered. The last one.
Oh my god. Like, we're already done in character-wise with the jokes, but I have to tell you this one. What's a beholder's favorite food?
Brain food.
Ice cream.
God.
Oh,
Oh,
Literally just. Oh my good God.
Yeah. Alright, so she goes, you have well
Fuck.
earned. You have well
Jesus
earned my
moves.
service.
We have well earned a surgery for some of us. Thank you.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Can you remove the stone, please?
I looked away.
Well, I will provide the means.
Thank you.
Step forward. She says to you, Io.
Mm.
And she specifically wants you to get up on the platform as her, the same platform.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she steps forward.
And she actually moves a little backwards, Commando, to offer you some space. And she says, good, stay right there. And with one claw, she raises it and kind of faces next to you. And you can see like arcane magic circles forming inside of her palm, if you will, her claw palm or whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Claw
And
palm.
a portal opens. A small little rift portal opens, and then another to your other side.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see both of them leading to kind of similar places.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Walk through either of them. It does not matter. You will come out on the other side, through the other,
I
back
see.
to us."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah. Can I bring my boop with me? And I put my hand on the seated dragon.
Your little companion should be fine.
And then I
Wish you luck.
yeah, turn around and look at the company and step into the rift.
Mm-hmm. Now here's the thing. When you step through the rift, progressively,
Mm-hmm.
you feel yourself leaving this plane,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and there's a strong ringing sound when
Mm-hmm.
about halfway you're through.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really know what it is, but it's just loud.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else can hear it too.
Io develops tinnitus.
Sure. But
All price to pay for salvation.
yeah, exactly. Um, you feel when you have gone through, you see the other side of the portal, like the portal that you saw on the other side that you didn't
Mm-hmm.
go through.
Mm-hmm.
You see through that hole into the real world, the normal material plane,
Mm-hmm.
uh, on the like a few meters ahead of you, basically in the astral plane you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's one difference. When she enters this portal, all others who did not enter and still
Mm-hmm.
sit at the audience chamber, if you will, you can see how Io's back starts to glow, and some kind of misty form just does not follow her into that astral plane and is
Does
left behind.
not.
No, exactly.
Okay.
So it would seem that when she enters, the artifact leaves her shape,
Mm-hmm. So it's still
and
there.
it just drops in front of the portal where you left, and you hear like a ding, ding, as it kind of lands against the marble. Uh, you can't really tell how it looks because you're, even though it's a big room and you're a little bit away, I would say. Still, the artifact is not huge anyway, since it was inside Io. Um, but it's now laying on the ground. And you, Io, while
Mm-hmm.
you're still in the astral plane, like I said, you do see the exit portal, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
and you can see the party partially through the portal, and you
Mm-hmm.
see like the claw of Kelmandra on the other side. So you're like, there I must go. But the difference with you is that you feel extremely uncomfortable, as if something, a part of you, is just not inside you anymore, which literally is true.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you feel like you probably should hurry out again
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
because you get all wobbly and
Mm-hmm.
it's like your body is trying to get used to this new situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it affects you mentally.
Mm-hmm.
and physically.
Yeah. I go out again quickly.
Yeah. Um, After a moment, you see how the thing that you see the artifact, although you don't maybe know the artifact, it's there, but you see how it starts to glow a bright light, and everyone in the audience chamber is blinded almost by the strength. So you all kind of just like, ah, shit. Even Kalmandra herself looks away a little bit.
And says, "Oh shit."
Here we go
Alright.
again. Okay, but yeah. So Prada, eventually you reach the back to the material plane again.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that you fall over on your knees and hands
Mm-hmm.
when you are done,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to have a big, like, chest pain ache kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't stand still if you were to
Mm-hmm.
stand, and you just want to lie down and
Mm-hmm.
hope it goes over soon.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Commander watches you and closes the portals when you are fully through.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, and she says, "The artifact cannot physically leave the material plane, and as such will magically stay put if someone were to try and bring it out of there."
Oh my god. Imagine if that existed for removing blackheads.
Huh?
What?
That was bad, Andy.
That's genuine thought. Imagine.
Yeah, I know, it's still bad.
Well, I guess Io tries to ask the dragon what she's supposed to do.
Oh, you must stay put. I'm sure you're going through many hardships, as it seems. It must be a burden to finally be free from the power within. She goes to pick up the artifact with her three claws, or talons, I mean, and holds it up. And the bright light calms down a little bit, but it still shines a bit until it eventually fades and just is what kind of looks like a metal object. Let me see. I have a picture here. I should have a picture here. There. This.
Upstairs, go.
Actually, no. But
The
yes.
Legends of Runeterra.
So, imagine
Isn't that an
the.
artifact?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Isn't that an artifact?
Yes. I just literally googled artifact all that time ago and was like, hey, this looks cool.
Too bad the game wasn't.
Yeah. Well, no idea about that part, but I just really liked how this looked and it fitted.
Really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it. So she holds it and is like, "Behold, the heart of Tira, our salvation." And let she will lean down her arm and drop it on you neatly, of course, gently, Io,
Mm-hmm.
so you may hold it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I take it and hold it in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Am I like too weak to stand up still, or?
I think you would start to come about the capability to carefully move, yes.
Mm. Well, I guess I like crawl up and wobble towards the others.
Yeah.
Mm.
Boop will be
Um,
like, "Oh, are you okay? You look like you're in a lot of pain."
Mm. I am. And
Boop just tries to cuddle you,
mm,
cuddle you to feel better.
yeah, I think I nod to the dragon as a kind of bow and to express my gratitude, and then I walk away slowly to the others. Mm.
Yeah. The Kamandra looks satisfied with having surprised everyone with her wits and cunning, which is one of their weak spots.
Noise.
And yeah, you have the first piece. Now you must find
We had it
the
all
other.
along. Power of friendship. Woo. Um, I'll ask Kalmandra. Do you by any chance know where we could find the matriarch?
Mhm. It is not here. In fact, you shall have to travel far. You must go back to where it was last seen. It was last seen during a catastrophe. I believe.
The patriarch
the-
incident?
That is too long ago.
Hmm.
This is more recent in that sense. The king would refer to it as the Great War. The
So,
matriarch has been twisted. My goddess Tira forsakes the powers that twisted it. They call it, ironically enough, the patriarch, because it is the anti-powers of my deity. Such is the name also of the fallen star that struck Corvair so long ago. It is also the reason that I am here, shrouded from the rest of the world. Now, you must go to Zaraj-Ak, the capital of the then Dark Empire, as I have been told. It shall be found. Hold on. To complete the Wrath of Tira, you must find the matriarch and join it with the Heart of Tira to purify its existence.
will we
And
be able to do
complete
that?
it. Yes, you will. Simply
Cool.
produce the Heart of Tira in front of it, and it should heal the corruption.
Hmm.
Cool beans.
You will find the matriarch in the ruins of Zarajak, below the Dark Emperor's audience chamber. There is a bit of a drop, so you may want to prepare some way of traveling downwards unless you have alternatives. I have seen this blade
Is it pretty?
through my visions and her guidance, the guidance of Tira. As you are well aware, Dragonborn,
Mm-hmm.
Tira awaits her champions, or champion. Perhaps you just may be those.
I shrug. Well, we'll find out.
Indeed we will. Now you must go. And hurry.
I salute and
evil
hurry away.
Are always on the move. And she seems to be finished talking to you guys.
All right. Then.
Okay. Wow.
You heard the lady. I salute and walk away.
Yeah, I guess we'll back off and Wow.
So, yeah. So Lily, you feel the same kind of refreshing feeling, but now I would say 3 times stronger whenever you're close to Io holding the artifact. If you're even here, Moose.
Nope.
Lol.
The usual. Why is he a key figure again? Not.
Well, he's maybe not a key figure, but integrated to the story, perhaps.
Moose. I think he already left because he said he had to go.
Did he?
Yeah, he said it in D&D chat.
Oh,
Well, I'll just fill him in on what happened then.
okay.
I guess this is the perfect place to stop then. All right. Well,
Well, he really missed a moment there, I think.
Alright, I
Yeah.
recorded it and I'll just show it to him.
it's on stream as well, so you can. But
Yeah, but he missed because the thing's
Yeah.
gonna happen. So I'll just take it with him next
Nice.
session then.
Well, I start to walk in front of everyone because I'm going to be the slowest one since I'm ill. On my way back.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think that's a good place to end this session.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thanks everyone for those of you who are watching, and thanks everyone for joining for this session. This was the 20th one, so next one will be 21. We've managed to make our way through a lot of story as well, which is incredible. And it'll be exciting to see what happens in the next one. Otherwise, thanks everyone, and we'll see you all next time.
Alright, goodbye.